What is up, heroes? My name is Sawcasm, and today we have for you guys another episode of Heroes of the Storm. We're going to be playing as literally my favorite hero in the game. I sound like a white girl. Literally, like I literally love that. But for real, Shadow, what the heck are you eating? Shadow! Hey, don't eat that. Apparently, my dog tries to eat some ant traps we have in the house. I don't know what the heck is going on with him. But what I do know, what the heck is going on with Brightwing, one of my favorite supports, very, very hard CC, great for countering some very strong assassins such as Illidan, Thrall, just people who thrive off of survivability and burst damage and stuff like that. We can completely shut them down, plus a lot of utility, some great heals and all that. So let's hop into a quick match, show you guys my build, and we'll have some fun. Okay guys, so we find ourselves on the Tomb of the Spider Queen, one of the only maps that I don't like bribe on. So instead, we are going to take Scouting Drone because this is kind of a weird pick for some people, but definitely having some vision is huge in this map because we can see where the turning points are and see when someone's trying to turn in. Of course, they get taken out pretty easy, but at least they do give us some temporary vision. So let's take a look at the teams real quick. Sylvanas, Brightwing, Muradin, Lily, and Sonya. So two healers. Lily currently broken, so GG Lily. On the other team, ETC, yet another Lily, Tassadar, Sonya, and Kalthas, the new heroes. So two Lilies both trying to take advantage of the bug, I assume. Usually I like a 2-2-1 lane setup because these two lanes are so close together. You could do a lot of kind of ganking and stuff like that, but I'm not too mad at this. I could definitely solo a lane as Brightwing because you have a lot of sustain and stuff like that. Apparently Sylvanas wants to have top, but like I said, I think the 2-1 lane setup is definitely better than 2-1-2. I don't know. Why are you guys 2 bottom? But anyway, let's at least support the Sylvanas. Sylvanas is usually very good as a solo lane. Looks like middle could use a little help with the Lily and other Sonya against. Oh no, we have to go against the OP. Oh, why is my screen locked? Okay, so we have to go against the OP currently bugged Lily. Apparently there's some kind of bug with her dragon that it does like a ridiculous amount of attack or something. I'd like to save my polymorph. I can use it offensively, but usually defensively when someone is trying to attack and focus down one of my teammates. Of course, there are times when you want to use it offensively, such as when an opponent has an escape that they could possibly use, but Lily not one of those heroes that has an escape that we need to polymorph in order to prevent. So, Sonya, you got to be careful, my friend. I know you are, you got some big balls, but you got to be careful over there. So we're going to just do some decent damage with auto attacks. A lot of people really undervalue the... try to get something going on here. It looks like we're not going to be able to get it, so just fall back. Gotta stay soaking top, Sylvanas. I understand you coming for the gank, and that is definitely not a bad idea on this map where the lanes are so close together, but you can't give up that top XP, so you kind of have to do it after you shovel wave, but it's all good. We're doing absolutely fine. So I'm not complaining about the Sylvanas, I'm just stating. So we are going to... Oh, they already spotted that. That was a terrible place for him. But the good news is we did get a couple of free hits on that Sonya simply because of that war. What the heck are you? This is Sonya doing? This Sonya's got the biggest balls I've ever seen. If we don't kill her here, this would be absolutely ridiculous. No, we cannot let her get away. I'm gonna use my E. Okay, awesome. First blood. So that was so intense. Let's go over our skills real quick. We have our Q, Arcane Flare. It deals a AoE damage, and in the center ring you see here, it actually deals even bonus damage. We have our W, Polymorph, which is a skill I spoke about. It turns any other hero, an enemy hero, into a crab or some random animal, just a really cute animal, for 2 seconds, I believe, and it completely stops them from using all skills. So really awesome. Our E skill, Pixie Dust, we give it to a allied hero or ourself, and it blocks the next basic attack that is on that hero and gives them a 20% move speed for 3 seconds. Or sorry, it blocks one hero basic attack and reduces the damage by 50%. So I guess it's not a full block. But yeah, we just picked up the talent in Venom, which is really, really good because as Brightwing, we have okay damage. We are a support. Keep that in mind. We're not a DPS. We have a decent amount of damage, but with this in Venom, it just really gives us that ability to do a little bit more burst and help our team burst targets down a little bit easier. And also our mount skill is pretty unique, called Phase Shift, in the sense that we could actually... We don't have a traditional mount, so we can't mount up and, you know, speed down here, but what we can do is actually teleport to an allied hero anywhere on the map as long as it's an allied hero there. So apparently a big brawl going on here. Gonna Pixie Dust, my friendly Sonya, definitely a good target for that. Big group over there, good to hit my Q. We're getting, oh man, we're getting smashed by the ETC jumping in, going balls to the wall. Looks like everyone is super hurt, so we're going to be forced to retreat, and looks like they are going to be able to get that turn in. Looks like my team still wants to fight, however, we are outnumbered, so I strongly urge them to back off. Gonna place that ward up there, scouting drone rather, excuse me for saying that, and good rotation on Sylvana. She knows top lane is empty, and she went to fill that instead of staying over there. That is really keeping us in the game. So Tassar trying to zone me out, not going to be able to do it. Brightwing definitely a great zoner because we have our Q, a pretty decently long auto range attack, and of course our heavy crowd control abilities, plus our ability to escape if needed, and decent survivability with our heal. Oh yeah, our heal. That's definitely an important fact. I would say the most important factor about Brightwing is that she actually heals in an area of effect passively every 5 seconds. It is pretty decent heal. It does heal the person, I believe, who has the lowest health in the area of effect. So it automatically does it. You don't need to focus it until a skill that we pick up later on, which, oh man, this Sonya is going so aggressive when the spider is up. Definitely not something that I like to do. Okay, so we're picking up Gust of Healing. This is a little bit of an unconventional choice. What this does, we activate our heal skill with D like I just did, and you see it basically pulses the healing waves multiple times in a huge area of effect. Well, not huge, but the same as her regular healing, except it pulses multiple times. So really, really good for taking down targets, or for healing taking down targets. How can a take down targets? What the heck am I saying? But really, really good for healing your team in an area, and I like this better. A lot of people like Regenerative Rains, which actually activates on a skill activation, but I tend to go for Gust of Healing. I just think it's a little bit more, since you can control it, you can get a little bit more burst when you want to, rather than you just get a little more sustain out of when you use a skill. But that's just me. Everyone has their preference, and you can do whatever the heck you want. But it looks like there's a little bit of a standoff mid. They did just get the Merc camp, so they're going to have a little bit of an advantage, a little bit easier time pushing. And this Sonya is still being extremely aggressive. I definitely don't agree with this, considering it is a, well, now 4v4, but they do have the Merc camps. We do have our Spider coming in, so it's not all that bad. But the ETC coming in, stunning my friendly Sonya, so we're going to protect her with the Pixie Dust. She is just going balls to the wall all game. What the heck are you doing, Sonya? Not quite sure what she's thinking, but now, oh, my game's frozen. Okay, so now you see they're a little bit low health. We can just absolutely back up. This is dangerous. Okay, so we're gonna keep her alive. She's so aggressive. It's really, really hard to keep her alive. That's like what I'm trying all my efforts on. So I just popped my Soothing Mist, or rather Gust of Healing, simply to keep this Sonya alive, and it's kind of difficult to do anything else when I'm simply trying to focus on keeping this Sonya alive, who's being way too aggressive. So that's kind of not the best situation here. Sorry for that phone ring. I apologize if you could hear that. If it's really, really bad, I'll just cut it out. But if it's not, you'll be hearing this now. It is pretty loud to me. I don't know how loud it's going to be for you. But anyway, we continue on. We do have quite a lot of gems. Our team has quite a lot of gems. Everything in my house is going loud and crazy. I am extremely sorry for this. This is a problem. When I do long recordings, this happens sometimes, and I wish there was a way I could prevent this, like telling people to shut the heck up, and they listen, but that's not the case. You got to deal with the cards you're dealt sometimes, and this is one of the cards I've been dealt. So it looks like the enemy teams are going here for the gank on this Sonya, and I'm afraid, due to my past experience, that she will get picked off and not be able to escape, which is actually not the case. I was wrong. They did get the level 10 advantage. So we don't want to fight now. We want to play passively until we get level 10, which we're almost there, but I don't want them to ult. Okay, so we're picking up. Oh, okay. We just polymorphed ETC out of his ult. Really, really good. Got an Emerald Wind, which is our heroic ability we picked up, which basically just pushes enemies away or towards your team. It just does a gust of wind that pushes enemies in a direction, in an AoE around you, in the respective direction, depending on which way they get pushed, of course. So, yeah, looks like a big skirmish going on here. Our tank getting extremely hurt, being forced to back off. I definitely don't disagree with that decision to back off there. I think that was the right decision. But now we kind of have the advantage in terms of health and sustain. You see our team is extremely strong for sustain. tons and tons of sustain. So that's kind of our advantage. If they burst us down, that could be a problem because they have more damage than us. But if the fight lasts a long time, we're probably going to out-sustain them. So unfortunately, we couldn't take out that ETC on low health. Almost got the Venom off, but I wasn't able to in time, unfortunately. So we're now going to turn in gems, as we do have quite a lot of gems. We could actually get yet another set of spiders and push that top lane, let the Sylvanas get the gems, and let's head over to this camp to get this and get some more pushing in time for our spiders. Now, the camps actually disappear when the spiders come up, so you either want to get it really, really quick before they come up or after. But if you start it before they come up, then it'll actually stay. So good thing we got this. That's really, really good timing. I want my Sylvanas to be careful. Notice we haven't really had to use our phase shift, aka our teleport, too much here. That is because this map is just so ridiculously small, and that is definitely important for us because I mean, I guess you could say we do have a good mobility skill in the form of our phase shift, but at the same time, it's not very consistent. It's only on a 45-second cooldown. So for traveling around the map, Brightwing doesn't have the best time. Gonna polymorph the ETC, just get away and let that spider do a little bit more damage. ETC's taking a ton of damage. I think he's actually stuck between those buildings and all the I'm kind of afraid of his heroic ability right now. If he pops that, that could be potentially dangerous. So I'm trying to stay out of the range of it so that I could get a polymorph off if possible. Murdingo, balls to the wall, able to secure the kill on ETC. We're pushing down this tower, and things are looking good. It looks like Sylvanas might need help top against this boss. Why the heck did they get boss? I honestly couldn't tell you that. But the next time we're going to be taking is Sprint. I'm going to tell my team here to back off because they could potentially be in a dangerous situation. Took Sprint just so I could escape if need be. Unfortunately, this keep got taken down. Going to defend this to the best of our ability. We're going to be able to secure that. And now the team shows up, so thank you. I'm pretty sure they're over there now based on their positioning, so I'm going to ping that. It's going to be hard to get over there now and actually secure that. So what I recommend we do is actually just turn in, play it safe. And Murden, you have a lot of gems, Murden. Don't do it, Murden. Murden, my friend, Murden. What you doing, Murden? Okay, now we have some vision up here. Gonna place these scout drones over here. Definitely want to try to remember to do that, considering we took it. We don't want to waste that ability. So gonna polymorph this offensively, the Tassadar, so he's not able to escape. I almost called him a she. He probably would have been very mad at me. Probably would have slapped me in the face, but that is a time when you definitely want to use it offensively if you see your team is ready to follow up and burst them down, especially Tassadar with amazing escapes in the form of his E ability, which turns invisible and invincible. Both of those words very similar, but at the same time so different. Okay, so I need a second to breathe. I'm sorry about that. I know sometimes sometimes I speak a little too fast, and I do apologize. It's just like, I don't know, I get so energetic and so into it that I'm just like, so sorry about that. That is something I'm gonna actively work on. I'm not perfect at commentating, and I'm trying to get better. And, you know, I'm only human, so that is something I'm actively working on. So anyway, we do have, this could potentially be bad. This Sonya, once again, being super aggressive, however, able to not take any damage there. So we are going to be in an okay position here. I'm definitely not complaining. The enemy web weavers are deceiving. Deceiving? What? Okay, so this is when a good time to Emerald Wind. You can actually split your enemies, kind of, if you're in the middle of them as Brightwing, you can split them apart and really do a lot of disruption. So really, really good for that. Man, it looks like a lot of fighting, a lot of shenanigans is breaking out in this fight. They're very grouped up, so a great opportunity for us to hit our Q. I am going to polymorph Tassadar while he is in his heroic ability, and it looks like their Sonya is going to get focused down, but so is our Muradin before we could actually get that Sonya. We do have our sprint if need be, but they are so low. You see my team is just kind of so eager for a kill, and I kind of understand, but you could only do so much. You know, you got to know when to call it quits is what I'm trying to say, and that was definitely a time where we probably overstayed our welcome. So gotta be careful over here because I have barely any escape. My only escape is my sprint, and that is okay, but it's very, very short-lived, and I really don't know where they are right now because usually at this point they'd be at some sort of objective, but really they're not doing much. Okay, the Sonya's pushing mid with quite a lot of gems, So that is definitely a potential gank candidate. And they might be looking for a pick on Lily, so I'm just going to ping her to get away and get ready to teleport on her if need be. Now, teleporting... Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. So this is exactly the situation that I was talking about. To turn the tides, you want to be ready for situations like that. Looks like their Lily is also here, but the thing is, a lot of people kind of teleport blindly as Brightwing, and that is the #1 problem I see as a Brightwing. This is a huge target right now because she has so many gems, and we could really prevent the other team from doing a lot. So we're gonna... Oh! Gonna Emerald Wind, not the best Emerald Wind. Did get the ETC a little bit of... a little bit away. I don't know what the heck I'm trying to say. We did push the ETC a little bit back. Good thing we got these minions here. I'm actually not sure how we even pulled that off. Got it back because by the time we do back, our phase shift will be back up. We're going to take for the next talent. Let's go with... We can either get 50% more slower, 25% more damage. Those are between the two I usually take. And we're going to opt for the more damage. Going to teleport over to my team. And this is where we come in handy. The sprint. We're going to use a sprint offensively. Get the last second polymorph on the Tassadar. A little bit unnecessary, but, you know, still useful. So we're going to pop a Q on the towers just for the heck of it. Get a little bit of damage. Boss is definitely the play right now. I'm going to speed up my Sylvanas so she gets there a little faster, even though she decides to utilize it by wasting that time standing still and mounting up. We do have enough to turn in, so I'm actually going to turn in while my team does that, so that we will have the spiders just as the boss is coming up, and this could be the mega push of the century, and everybody's going to be happy and love it. So it's going to be absolutely a great time, like Christmas. So many bosses, kind of a waste of a cube, but not that big of a deal. One thing, okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Our team is probably going to back here, but I'm just going to Soothing Mist here, just in case they want to push instead and get them back to almost full health. And this is very dangerous, very, very dangerous, because it is a 4v5 situation. Sylvanas went back, and potentially they could have their whole team here. In fact, I think they do. So very, very dangerous. Want to be careful here. I don't want to engage. We do have all our stuff here. We do have boss, the spider. So we do want to consider at least poking, but not hard engage, which it looks like that's what my team is going to do. And who am I to disagree? Everybody's looking for something. We are going to play extremely aggressive. Oh, no! I was going to try to... Oh, man, that worked out really terribly. Well... Oh my goodness. That was extremely lucky. Okay, now that I'm out of the heat of the moment, I can tell you my thought process. I was going to try to sprint into an Emerald Wind, which is sometimes a very, very little cute play. But as you can see, sometimes it's a little too cute for my own good and it doesn't work out as I plan, as sometimes the team will catch you out of position if they're good. Now, if they're bad, they won't act on that and you'll be fine. You'll be able to split up the team perfectly. But, oh well, yeah. Not the best play, but not that bad. It's fun. Stay positive. All right, so, you know, stuff happens. I made a misplay there. A couple other people on my team made a misplay, Sylvanas. But it's all good, you know. You make mistakes and you learn from it. So, this Lily being a negative Nancy. The only thing I say here is that we don't die there. Don't throw that lead anymore. We're absolutely fine. Just don't give up any more kills than we need to. So they're probably going to get that. So I'm just going to ping that for danger. And I would say we actually go for this now. We have quite an okay amount of gems, you know, decent amount of gems. That would be not enough to turn in, but enough that it would be kind of harmful if we did lose them. So whatever. We're going to take out the siege camp here. Potentially they could be coming after us. So I'm actually going to place some wards down just for extra vision. Kind of a weird ward setup. But what I'm actually thinking is that if they see this one, they won't expect this one at all. So I don't know. That could just be in my head that only works out, but who knows? I don't know the psychology of these players. But okay, so we did get that Merc camp. I mean, without bribe, we don't have the best Merc clear. Okay, this is dangerous because Sonya could definitely do a lot of damage in zoning us out if we are solo. But with our team, we're an absolute force to be reckoned with. So it looks like the ETC getting extremely aggressive, looking for something to do here. Kelpthas doing some nice zoning and poking on us. Going to keep our team healed up. We do have the double heal, so like I said, we do have quite a bit of sustain. Gonna poke with our Q a little bit, but at the same time, I just want to make sure they're not turning that in. I want to ping that for danger, not for not to do it, but it's definitely not a bad idea to do it now that Sonya is at the bottom, so we are pretty much free to do it. Now Lily showed at the bottom, so we're pretty much free. We hit level 20, so now we want to be pretty aggressive. We're going to take Storm Shield, which this is quite a lot of active skills for people to manage. So if you're a new player, I don't recommend you take all these active skills. Instead, you could take Continuous Wind, which actually gives you 2 more bursts on your 2 more waves on your Emerald Wind. So something to consider. This is a lot of active skills, but if you do play and practice a lot with Brightwing, it could definitely be really good. Because what this is going to do is allow us to give our team a 40% or 20% max HP shield for each teammate in an area. So really, really good. But like I said, 4 skills, kind of hard to manage. So you can pick and choose what you like. But this is my general build, general purpose supporty offensive build. And it looks like some shenanigans going down here. Gonna polymorph the ETC so he can't use his heroic ability or get away. Good, we're gonna get the pick on the ETC, and we have the level 20 advantage despite the fact that the enemy web weavers are descending. We do have a level 20 advantage, so we should be a little bit aggressive here now until they come up. But it looks like my team is opting to stay and clear this wave. Definitely not the best move in my opinion, but you know, when the team makes a bad decision, well, in my opinion, a bad decision, I can't say, oh, it's the worst decision ever, but when, you know, your team does something you don't agree with, you got to stick with it, because having 5 people do the wrong thing is better than, I don't know why I just screamed there, but it's better than, you know, 1 person doing the quote-unquote right thing, so it is what it is. The only problem here is Sonya, once again, being super aggressive. What the heck are you doing, Sonya? Why are you doing that? Okay, this is dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Gonna polymorph. Gonna storm shield up here. Looking for an Emerald Wind. Okay, looks like we need to Emerald Wind. And we got the Lily heal, the Jug of 1,000 heals, and the enemy Lily Jug of 1,000 heals. So both of them coming out. Looks like tons of damage coming out on Sonya. She did Berserker, so I'm gonna polymorph her down. Gonna bust my Soothing Wind. I am getting winded speaking because there's so much shenanigans going on at once. It looks like ETC diving in, getting ready to use his heroic ability. So I'm kind of scared of that. As always, I'm not going to lie. So I'm saving my polymorph simply for that. We did get hit by a huge Kelthus heroic ability, so did quite a lot of damage. But once again, our sustain. Oh no! No! Everyone is getting away. Okay, back up. We don't want to get too greedy. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no. Oh no, we're getting greedy. All right, that is what happens when you get greedy. And now these 2 spiders are pushing the bases. They are about to get taken out, but at this moment in time, they are okay. I was about to re-engage there, but apparently none of my team would follow up. Not that that was the wrong move to disengage, but I almost made a boo-boo, but it's all good. They are attacking the core right now, unfortunately. My dog's still going crazy, scratching at the door. I don't know what the heck his problem is. My game is lagging. They're probably going to go boss. It's no secret. They do have us push back a little bit, and we do have to fight this, but we need to wait for Sylvanas. We can't go... Okay. We can't go in 1v1, then we'll just all end up dying. So we can potentially be in a okay position. Okay, they should have waited for my scouting drone, but it looks like they didn't want that. Okay, what we can do is bait it. So I'm going to say bait it. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is make it so that we get a huge advantage if we do end up team fighting over here, because we'll already be prepared in position. And it looks like they are either going to turn in. I don't think they have enough to turn in, but here we go. This is the perfect position to just absolutely slaughter them, and that is what we're going to do. So I'm going to get in position here. Going to Emerald Wind, Storm Shield, all that. By the way, the Storm Shield actually cancels the animation, the annoying animation of the Emerald Wind. So really, really good to keep in mind. And the ETC... getting his heroic ability off, but not going to be that big of a deal. Going to, okay, polymorph Lily unnecessarily. Now we can definitely boss free of charge, as we do have a 2-man advantage. So we're going to place another scouting war. Let's go for one over here. And that should be enough to detect if they come anywhere near. Now the only problem, oh, a little poem there. Only problem is middle, but at this point, it's definitely worth it for us to keep being aggressive here. So I'm actually going to go back. Oh, Sylvanas already went back. I was going to go back because I have the teleport. I have phase shift at any moment, but apparently that is not what our team wanted to do, so it's all good. We still have a 2-person lead. Even though we have only 4 team members here, they have 2 dead, which means it would be a 4v3 and still in our advantage. So now we're going to turn in these gems, and we should be in a really, really good position if we are able to get this turn in uncontested. Our scouting drone up in 1 second, so you can really see the power of scouting drone on this map, able to see tons and tons of these hidden places because there's a lot of, not bushes, but a lot of very dangerous areas to face check. So that kind of makes up for it because it does have a range, so you can just throw it a little bit of a range, but just enough so you don't need to face check the bush. It would be nice if the Sonya would come help us, but she is opting, no, I don't mean to actually help the Sonya. I want the Sonya to help us. They should make a ping for that. But it's all good. It looks like we're going to be pushing 4v5. Unfortunately, it's not the best decision to push without Sonya, but there's really no other choice except for just waste this spider, which is unfortunate. But okay, so Sonya now coming up, and it looks like we are going to be able to sustain the heavy Kel'Thas damage. Gonna Soothing Mist it up, and it looks like, ooh, they got a lot of damage out on the Sonya before we could do anything, but they did get the Kel'Thas heroic ability up. Okay, so it looks like, ooh, ETC trying to focus me. I don't know what the heck you're doing over there. Oh, no, there's the Kel'Thas heroic ability. Whoa, that came out late. Okay, going to Emerald Wind, a little bit off, not enough to get rid of them, but oh no! Our Lily getting stunned, gonna polymorph the ETC, try to keep everyone away, at the same time trying to kite, but trying to get away myself. Gonna have to pixie dust myself because I have no other movement. So I'm gonna drop the Envenom on this ETC. Maybe we could drop some heavy burst on him, but it looks like it's not gonna be enough. The Sonya barely able, or barely getting killed rather, unfortunately, and it looks like we're gonna have a hard time defending this now that it is a 5v3 situation. So you see how quickly the tides can turn if any person is not in the right position at a single time. So we're gonna once again polymorph the ETC. This is tough. Okay, well, gonna pop our Storm Shield as the heroic ability comes out from Kel'Thas a little bit early in the Storm Shield. Could have timed that a little bit better. However, I did not expect that heroic ability to come out from Kel'Thas so quick because I feel like he just used it, but it could just be in my head. I don't know. But anyway, we're doing fine. It's not, I mean, obviously that wasn't the best situation that could have happened. That could have went a lot better, but you know, it's okay. I've definitely recovered from worse. So we are going to have to defend this, and they're going to get this one as well. So it's absolutely no secret that we just have to defend and take the beatings that they are going to throw at us, and probably going to have enough to turn, or just about enough to turn in and get some more spiders, but it's all Gucci, my Tucci, and okay, so. Well, everyone's complaining about what the problem is. It is what it is. I mean, it's a quick match. We couldn't have expected that we were going to go in the game with two healers and very little damage. It's actually pretty laughable how little damage we have. But we're going to try to turn in here. We're going to place a scouting drone here. And okay, looks like they are going to be approaching. Oh, maybe not. But that Merc camp in the middle is up, and they have a huge wave here, so we're going to be super careful. Looks like my team is trying to be super aggressive, so I don't know if that's the right decision at this moment, as they are taking our top keep is going down just from the minions alone. Now the Sylvanas wants to go back after pushing, and after they get the keep, I'm not sure. Once again, if that was the proper timing, but it's all good. They're going to, once again, they actually got the web weavers, and most likely they're going to get that siege camp down at the bottom, as it's still up, and I don't see them on the map. So that is my guess. My map awareness tells me that. However, I could be wrong. You see the ETC walking down there now. We're just going to have to sit and defend and really hope for the best. So we're going to have to bunker down and see what happens. Now, Emerald Wind, definitely one of the better skills for, you know, keeping people away from an objective, from your teammates, anything. It's just great for disengaging, and one of the better skills for that, but it's tough. We have to really time it out and place it very well. You could use a scouting drone over walls, another cool tip right there. Sonya in a very dangerous position, almost walking out. And once again, my dog going absolute ham on the door. I don't know what the heck he's doing. He's just scratching. So I do once again apologize if you could hear that, but it is what it is. I know I keep saying that, and it doesn't mean crap. Like, of course it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, no duh. But okay, so this is gonna be pretty much decide the game. If we can't hold this off, obviously we're gonna lose. But if we can hold it off, it could potentially help us in our favor, considering the respawn times are so long. So we're gonna Emerald win a little bit late, and we're gonna pop our Soothing Mist. Oh no! Oh no, okay, pop the shield, Storm. Oh no, Storm shield rather. Okay, pixie dust out. And okay, for some reason, the Emerald Wind got canceled, unfortunately, but okay. Well, Sonya complaining, you know, people are gonna complain, that's what people do. You just gotta learn to live with it or just not. Okay, there's really nothing I could do, so it's pretty much GG at this point, and it was a good game. Definitely was a good game. This Sylvanas, oh my goodness, this Sylvanas absolutely wrecked this game. Sylvanas a major force in terms of siege damage and even hero damage this game. That was well played, Sylvanas, even though I didn't see you like all game, but it's all good. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Hope you maybe learned something from this. Feel free to subscribe if you are new for some more Heroes of the Storm content. I will be playing every single character. I have been playing for a while, so I kind of know my stuff somewhat. And with that said, thanks for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, feel free to subscribe. Like I just said, I'm being redundant, and leave a like and all that. Bye!